So I know this doesn't look like a whole lot right now, but apparently this will be the beginning of my muddy empire. Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome to Hydroneer. This is a game that I ran across recently on YouTube and thought I would bring to your attention in case you hadn't heard of it. It was the first I'd seen of it yesterday, and the developer Max was kind enough to send along the game, so I want to thank him for that. I appreciate it. I've got a bunch of holes out here I've been digging, but let me kind of quickly give you the rundown of the game. Hydroneer is a mining and base building sandbox game where you'll basically dig for gold and other resources to make money and enhance your mining operations. Yes, my mining operations basically right now consists of shovels and buckets, but we can definitely advance beyond this. The game's actually not fully released just yet. It's going to be available on the 8th of May, so keep an eye there. I think the price is going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be around $10 at the time. So anyway, keep an eye there. But we've got this kind of plot of land here that we can dig on, dig up some resources. I'll show you that process in a bit. I've played a little bit to kind of get used to the controls. I did buy the bed that's over there, and I bought a couple other pieces of equipment that I've left back in the building. One of the interesting things about this game is that there is no inventory. You can pick up kind of one thing at a time and put it back down and pick something else. And when you have smaller nuggets that we're going to get in here of gold and things like that, you can put them in a bucket to carry them off. So kind of interesting in that sense. A very minimal UI as well because of that. But let me kind of quickly show you this process. So we have these 4 tools. We have a bucket. I think this is called the pan or something. I think it's called a pan, although it seems more like a pot. We have this brush and we have a shovel. So first thing we're going to do is grab this guy. We need water in it. We can hit E to drop it in there and hit E to pick it up again. So we've got water. Now what we're going to do is we're going to shovel, and we're going to do 4 scoops, one at a time. We get to dig and dump into the little bucket, like so. And that's full. So we ditch the shovel. We pick up this bucket, and we've got this kind of green circle on the ground. That's where things are typically going to drop. So we're going to get over this bucket, left click, and it drops it in there. Still with me here? Pretty simple so far. Now with this one, we're actually going to left click where the blue is. We're going to do this probably a couple times. And there's the nuggets. We actually had one fall out on the ground. Let me pop that in there. Pick up the bucket and show you how we sell this. We just have to run up the hill here very quickly. Okay, as we get to the top of the hill here, we have a jeweler. You can see that we can sell. There's really not a ton of stuff in the game yet as far as like the town goes and everything. We have this place to sell, and there is a stock market of sorts. I haven't even looked at that part myself. It's just inside the building. I haven't walked over there. I've just seen it in the video. But we have the bucket with the nuggets in here. Let's drop this on there. We can get a price, $26.76. We can left click that, pick up our money, and we're just going to drop this into the bucket and pick it up. Now, back down the hill. Alright, as I come down the hill, you'll see this truck here. We'll get to that in a minute. But let's cruise in here so we can actually buy things, and we have this money. We've got, I can drop the bucket. You can see we've got the 26 in here. We can kind of set that in there. So we know that we've got 26 in there, and whatever we want to buy, we would just place on top of this board. Now, I have purchased a couple things so far, these 2. A cauldron and, what is this thing? A small furnace. So we can actually put this guy into here, and we would put nuggets in here to melt them down. I actually haven't experimented with this at all. I don't know how to start this on fire or anything like that. But we also have other things we can buy around here. There's a map. There was already one out in the world. That's the one that's over there. We have these valves, so you can actually use valves and pipes to move water. Water's a big thing. You might maybe be able to tell the game's called Hydroneer, so water plays some kind of role. Water does power the vehicle here, and there's some other automated or workbench style stuff you can do. Again, I'm brand new to the game, but you can actually pipe water out of the various streams and use it as power. So anyway, I'm very excited to kind of get into that. But once again, we've dropped 26 in here, meaning we can spend that much. We've got these pans. Yeah, it is called a pan. You can see that's 50 there, or half basically of a coin. We have a brush. We have buckets. Those are all very cheap. A pick is 122. I was kind of thinking about getting that. It says it's used to dig terrain fast. Thought that could be cool. We have some more lanterns. We have fishing poles. I haven't tried fishing yet. hammers. We would actually pour the molten metal from the crucible into the mold in order to get the kind of ingots. And then with an anvil, you can actually choose recipes on top of it. I'm hoping to check that out soon too. And use the hammer to craft whatever it is that you've got on there. So we're really here to try to make a lot of money through our mining operations. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I think, let's kind of walk over to the car. So we have this car, it's got a bed in the back, pretty flat. I've been actually thinking that I'll put all of my stuff in the back. You don't have to buy this, it seems you just start with it. Let's go ahead and drive it over here. I'm just gonna park it somewhat nearby. Something like that ought to work. Hop out. And now I was thinking about it, if I wanted to move and everything, it'd be a lot easier just to pile in all of my stuff into the back of the truck. And it's a little hard to see as it gets dark, but you can imagine, kind of throw things in there. Now I did recently just buy this cot, which is supposed to allow you to sleep through the day, but it seems to act kind of weird. Let's see what it's going to do now. I'm going to left click it once. So one click and you can see the sun kind of changed, go to there. And I think we're at morning. Yeah, cool. I had another time where it zipped through for a while. It went to the next night or something. Another couple times I clicked it, it would flash to the sky and back again really quick. It was still night, so anyway, I don't know if maybe I'm using that wrong in some way, but anyway, we are now at sunup, which is great. Okay, I've been kind of getting a little bit of a rhythm down with this layout here and the truck here. I'll show you. I've been trying to dig, like, I'm going to start digging kind of a deeper hole because I recall seeing in the tutorial video from the developer that I think the resources get better as you dig deeper, and also you can run across like artifacts. I'm going to call them artifacts, but I think it was like ancient weapons and stuff like that that can sell for a good amount of money. So I thought, you know, I probably should stick in one spot, just dig this hole out and get things deeper here. So basically this has been my process. I've been picking up the bucket, jumping into the back here and just dumping this. Just dump it in the bed of the truck and then refill the water. Put this back where it belongs in the middle and keep digging my hole. Now there was a screenshot I saw where there was like lanterns underground and water pipes going down underground into this kind of cave system, which that seemed pretty cool. But yeah, I don't really know much about the extent of the end game as far as what's here so far. I don't know how far you can take this. Whoops. I'm talking and doing things out of order. Whoa. Okay, so this is a special kind of resource. I don't know what it's called. Shard. There you go. Mysterious crystal shard used to power pressure tanks. Okay, good. That's good to know. So we're going to hang on to that. Okay, and I've noticed that things kind of fall through the buckets if you pick up the bucket while it's still like moving, if it's bouncing in there. So there we go. Let it hold still and then move it. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of dump this guy over there. That's cool. I was going to say it's got a glow to it, but just initially, but I see it's pulsing. It's kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of repeating this process over and over again right now, just trying to gain some more money. I'll have to look more into like exactly what the pipes can do for you right away. Might be pretty interesting, but I think we'll do this just maybe 3-4 more times and then go sell the ingots and everything and see where we're at. Alright, things have been going pretty well as I've gone deeper. I've got another one of the glowing shards, and I just picked up a sapphire. You can see the description on the bottom left that it can be crafted into a ring or necklace or sold at the stocks or a jeweler, so that's kind of cool. And I got this really big nugget as well, this gold one, although I'm realizing I think that one might be bigger. I don't think it gives you any details when you pick it up. No, it just tells you the description, but anyway, it's still cool. I've been kind of separating these guys out, kind of making their own little pile over here and then leaving the gold and iron. But anyway, we've got a nice little stash coming along. Maybe just a couple more runs of this and then we'll go sell it. I'm realizing with how cheap the buckets are and everything that I probably should just be doubling or even tripling up on some of this stuff. Grab a number of these pans, a number of the pots, or the buckets rather, and then just kind of fill all of them with dirt and dump all the dirt into each one of the ones with water. And I could probably do a lot more. I was running around doing a lot of like swapping between different pieces of equipment frequently, and I was realizing, wait a second, these are pretty cheap. I should probably just get a number of them. It'd probably be a lot faster. So anyway, you can see in this haul, and I don't have any of the shards or the sapphire in here, just the gold and the couple iron. We're at 162, which is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and click that, pick up the money, and we'll just drop it in here real quick and be on our way back down. I think I have 20 something down here, which should put me in the 180 range, something like that. So let's go ahead and see if we can just combine this. I had just left my money down here because why not? Let's see, can I just dump this in here? Oh, that drops the whole bucket. You dump and set, and I think you can merge these if you just kind of put them near each other. Yeah. So 189. That's pretty good. We've got these two here. Again, I still don't know how to light this thing. I haven't really tried. I just don't know what's involved there. So I have these two, and let's look again. So it's talking about getting more of these. Yeah, very cheap. 50 cents essentially, if we're talking that a coin is $1. The buckets are $1. That's no problem. I don't know that I need a brush because I already have one, so I could kind of scrub each bucket that I've got. So that's pretty good. This, you know, if the pick actually can get like one full bucket of dirt in a hit instead of 4 with the shovel, you'd think it saves some time, but the shovel's pretty fast. I don't want to spend that much right now on just another tool like that if it's just going to speed things up a tiny bit. So I think I'll wait. We will need one of these for sure in the anvil. We can't afford... Wait, we can afford both. That would be 128? Something like that. Yeah, we were good, right? How much do we have? 189. Okay, let's do that. We need one of you. Because that'll still leave enough to... and I made that sound effect, by the way. It's my little Minecraft sound. We've got that guy, and we need a hammer and an anvil. That's the other thing. Hammers are expensive. But the hammer and the anvil kind of are needed together. So what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter if I get it now or not. I guess I could just wait. Let's actually give this a try. We're gonna go ahead and click buy here. Click that. So this is ours now. We obviously have these two other elements as well. So let's see. This is pour molten metal from the crucible into the mold to produce bars. Right. Okay, so let's just go ahead and drop this out here. This is the thing that's supposed to light. Place down to use. Can heat up crucibles and bars. Okay, so place it down. Now, when I left click, if I remember right, yeah, it goes red. The bed actually did something similar to this. It turned red. And so I ended up just dropping it on the ground, and I am able to use it dropped versus placed, as it were. So I don't know if that's the same. If I hit E and drop this thing, it just goes here. Let's try Q. Q doesn't use it. E picks it up. Left click? Right click? Okay. Not really sure there. Let's grab this guy. Mostly I kind of want to just clear things out of here anyway to get him out of the way. But you would put this in here. So again, I don't really know how to light that or anything. But we have the tools. We have the tools that I've been wanting. So I think I may have to experiment with that some more or look it up. But we now have, what are we at? 147. Actually, so 147. We have 86. I mean, that'd be 60. And then, yeah, okay, we definitely can't get both of those. So we're not going to worry about that. But we do have this bucket. Actually, the pan, right? I think we're going to get some more. We can easily afford to do what I want to do. So let's get this one. And this one. Because we'll do 3 pans and 3 buckets. That would be, because I already have one of each, that would be 3. And then I think what I'll do is I'll take a pan, because it's nice and big, and use it to hold I guess if I'm selling, I could grab one of these not being used. I was going to say, I should have one for just like use for holding my currency, but that's easy enough. So what are we at? 3 Yeah, no problem. Okay, I'm cruising back up the hill again because I want to see what I can get for the shards and the sapphire. I actually put all of them into here. So we've got, I think it's like 5 shards, maybe it's 4, and then the sapphire. 750, not much at all. Now there should be the stock over here, so let's go check that out. I've only seen this in the video briefly, so I don't really know. We're just going to set you here. Let's take a peek. So we got some rings that are up in value. You can see that this kind of sword is coming down in value, but these are up. And so these are kind of like symbols that you can actually get on your anvil. You can click it and it switches through the different things that you can make. I don't know if these are the 5 maximum or if it's choosing 5 kind of random things, but anyway, you could look at this board and say like, oh, they're paying a lot for a ring like this, so let me make a ring. I don't know if that's the right kind of gem that I've got or not for it, but anyway, because we can only get 750 for the gem, then I don't think, or for everything in this bucket, then I don't think we're gonna, you know, exchange it. We might as well hold on to it. And I just, for now, thought I would test that really quick. But anyway, there you go. You get the idea for the stock. According to the last video I had watched, there's nothing else here to interact with, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it doesn't look like it. So we're just going to go ahead and jet back out of here. And there is a map in this game, and as you can see, I'm running along. You can see the blue dot moving. We've got this dig site immediately on our left here. This is where our truck is, and I've not really been farther out that way. So I thought we would just go ahead and take the truck out there, because I want to see what some of these other dig sites are. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, in the video... Oh, look, those nuggets showed up. I had lost a few. Now they're just kind of floating back there. I may need to step out and pick those up before I leave. But anyway, I want to say that you have to buy the land plots in order to use the ones outside of this beginner one. But that may actually be something that's coming in the future that you currently don't have to pay for them. You just go out to them. If I pick this up again, you can see on the right side of the map, we've got 3 other locations out there. So I kind of want to go check those out, but what I first need to do is pick up these nuggets. I knew I'd lost some. Alright, as you can see in the bed of the truck, I've got everything loaded. This thing picks up speed pretty quick. Hold up, let's slow this down a bit. So we know that we want to cross the water. I'm really worried about losing the truck down there. I did roll it once. It did a weird hop and flipped over, but then it corrected itself. So anyway, it might not be a big deal if we did lose it over the side, but I've got all my stuff in the back, and I don't know if it falls out or anything, so let's pull into here and hop out really quick and see what's going on. We do have a stock over here, and I'm realizing these probably vary from place to place. So all the same 5 icons, but all of them are down right now. Let's see, do we have anything else here to interact with? Anything at all? I know that you can place down, I saw in a video, flat stone-like areas if a foundation had been placed. And I'm thinking that that's probably what I need in order to place down the stuff that I have. But I wouldn't know how to do that or where to get it. So right now this is more about exploring a little bit. I'm not seeing anything to interact with here in town. I'm going to run around back of the truck and grab the map and see where we're at here. Okay, so we're in Hydroneer. So we have to go farther in order to get to a dig site, basically farther down this road. So let's get back on the trail. Well, I didn't get very far. I was just coming down this hill, and as I sped up, the truck started flipping out. One of the things I'd done before is actually hopped out of the truck, and then it landed upright. It did not this time. All my stuff's back there. We're going to go ahead and try to get in again. Yeah. Oh, I moved left. There, we're going wild here. Oh, I'm going to throw up. Let's hop out. Oh. All right, where'd the truck go? Stuck in the air. I'm kind of curious if I can pull stuff out of here. I'm assuming I can, but we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. Where am I? Okay, there's the road. Where did we go? Hey, this might be a viable means of fast transportation. Let's see. Okay, it throws way down here. Wow. Okay, can I put this back in the truck? If I hit E, probably not. Yeah, it just drops it on the ground. Alrighty, we're gonna walk this over to the road and see if we can fix this. I guess we could take a look at this town while we're here. Let's just drop that in the road. It'll be a reminder to me that the truck is not far off the path from there. Housing. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, cool. Roof, concrete floor. Ooh, these are pretty cheap too. Yeah, this is what we need. We got doors. Excellent. Long roof, flat roof, short roof. Window, wall. Awesome. Very cool. So we just kind of buy this stuff over here. I wasn't paying attention to the prices. $5.20 for everything. Okay, cool. I like that a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and try to rescue the truck. Let's see how this goes. Okay, it kept flipping out, but this time I hopped out when it was near the ground, and so we're on the road, but still stuck. I can't seem to move the truck, but it reminded me that if I hit escape, there is an unstuck button. Let's give this a whirl. Oh, nice. Okay, let's pop out. So where did it move us? So basically I had landed near the map, in fact. So it just kind of bumped us down the road. Not too bad. All right, and check this out. I kind of was running around town here from where the truck ended up, and I was like, wait, why is my truck over here? Well, it's because you can buy this truck, so you could have another one for $5.50, but look at this guy. I have seen this in the video as well. You can use this to kind of tear up ground, but $10.50, $1,050. A little spendy, but that could be pretty sweet. Okay, so the nuggets that fell out of the back of the truck, I threw those in this bucket. You can see they're worth $35.70, which is cool. We'll definitely take that. And with that, what we're gonna do is I want to buy a couple of the foundations. I think they were $5, right? $5.20. That would be cool. So let's go ahead and drop this here. We'll grab our money now. Plop you into there. And then we have these guys, $5.20, solid foundation for building on. And I'm assuming it's kind of this big, so we may need like 4 of those or something, which we can afford. So let's do that. I'm kind of curious if you can pick these back up after they've been placed, like if you want to move. Okay, 2080. Let's go ahead and do that because we had 35. Yeah, we'll just do 4. Okay. And then if I left click, so it's red here, probably because it's in town. Whoops, let's go ahead and drop it and pick it up. We have to get all of this in the truck somehow. Fortunately, when you drop stuff in here, it seems you can't disturb it. I can walk through it. It doesn't come out of the truck, so that's cool. We'll just drop that on top of everything. Crush everything. Once I get this loaded, what we'll do is we'll continue out to one of the new plots of land. And if you don't have to pay for that plot of land, then I may just go ahead and put these foundations down. Okay, I was going to say, I hope they're both in there. Cool, so out here, I was able to go out and dig. I actually piled some dirt up out there, and I can place this stuff out here, so I'm going to assume we're good. We're going to give this more of a test once we get this all down. Put you there. Kind of wishing I had more of these, but I would have only been able to buy 1 more? 2 more? I can't remember. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and stick those there. Let's see, what I needed placed down was... Oh, did I not bring the big... I didn't bring it, did I? That's a bummer. I forgot to bring my furnace and crucible. The bed was a little different. I can place it if it's up here, but I can't actually place it anywhere here. But again, it was working if I just dropped it, so that's fine. We'll just leave that there. We're gonna have to make a drive back, I think, to try and get my stuff. But I think in the meantime, I'll just leave things here. Just kind of pile things up. Unload this truck and then see if I can get this truck going where I need to go. Actually, I need the map with me. Alrighty, we got the sun coming up on my new spot. I actually went out to one of the other places because I realized I needed water, and this, of the new digging areas, this was the one that had water. The only one that had water. So anyway, it probably made more sense to stay where I was at the beginning, but I wanted to get out and explore. So what I found was I put these down, and now when I left click, I can place this guy. And as soon as I do, it lights up, which is great. We can drop this guy into here, just plop it in there, and you'll see it gets nice and red, which is cool. Then we just need the mold, and we would be able to pour the ingots in there. Now, I haven't brought everything over yet. I actually, when I first got here, I drove the truck out on to this area and drove it over there, but it would get stuck in different areas. I had to kind of maneuver my way back. So I said, you know what, let's not do this. Plus I had to zigzag to get up this thing. I said, I'll just run the supplies back and forth, although it is going to be, I don't know, 6 trips or something. Here's this guy. So anyway, I do need to bring this stuff down, but I thought I would show you that that just lit up right away. Okay, the only thing left in the truck is some of my money and the map, which we don't need right now. So let's go ahead and drop this bucket here. We've got the brush. Let's grab our shovel. I'm kind of nervous because this plot is for sale that we won't get anything of value or something. Unless it's just not in yet to be able to buy the property. Hence you can just kind of dig anywhere. I don't know. But we're going to try and do this really quick. Ah! That's not where I meant to go. Got to aim a little better, Weem. So yeah, we can do this pretty quickly. And like I said earlier, if you dig this fast and you're only doing 4 of these per bucket, I mean, if you had a pick that could do it in one, fill 1 bucket that quickly, I guess, you know, you start to save some time, but I wasn't too worried about it. Let's go ahead and pick this up. Ugh, get in there. Get up there. Dump you. Pick you up. And come on now. Ah. Put you down. Okay, let's do this. Let's scrub here. Alright. Ooh, good chunk in there. Alright, got a few in there. Cool. So not bad. And then we can basically, if I had a spare bucket or pan, I would just kind of put them all together. I suppose I can do... Get back here. Oh, man. Fortunately, I don't think that dumps it out now. Let's get in here and dump you to there. So I could kind of work with 2 for now. And use 1 to hold all the nuggets and everything. Cool. So I could set this up here. You can see I've already dropped my the sapphire and then the shards here. I put the other bit of money that I had just right there. Figured I'd leave them up there, but anyway, we could do we could keep like all of our nuggets in one place. I did lose a nugget. Get back here. But actually, let's try something. We've got this thing going. Let's see. Let's put this here. We're going to grab one of these here, a big piece. And I'm not sure. You know what? I bet you this is easier. I'm probably meant to do something like this. Okay, so you're going in there. Don't know if you're going to melt. Oops. I could dump all of this in, but I don't know what happens when you mix the gold and the iron together. I'm not ready to experiment at that level just yet. I think we'll just do some of this now and see what it does. Let's try that. So pick this guy up, drop you in here, and then we wait. See, I don't know if this melts very quickly or not, but I'll keep an eye on it. And once it does, we should be able to dump it down into this guy to get an ingot. Okay, I don't know if it was a timing thing or what, but I started picking up some nuggets out of there and dropping them in, and on the third one I dropped in, it just whoop, became this liquid form. Probably just a timing thing, but anyway, let's go ahead and do this, and we're going to left click. How about this way? Aha! Let's set this down. Is there more in there? No, it looks empty. So we've got the 1 ingot here. Let's just go ahead and we'll just drop it on the ground over here. Tonk. And yeah, let's bring this guy over. I think now we'll just dump everything in. Get back here. And see what happens. Hopefully that's enough. I guess we'll know if it sits here for a long time, then it's some kind of issue. Okay, even with the iron in there, it seemed to go to liquid form. So let's see here. We've got iron, and if we put this down, nothing else left. I thought I saw something fall out over here, though. Nope, might have just been me. So that's very interesting. What that says to me is that I lost all my gold. Unless it's in here and we just can't see it. Let's go ahead and see if we can... We can't click on that anymore, so I think we're kind of done there. Alright, so we definitely want to only do one kind of material at a time. Where'd that bucket go? I was scooping up some more while I was waiting to see if this happened to melt. So now we'll stick those in, throw this on top, and see if we can get some more gold going, because this was only gold. It wasn't very much, though. Not very much. That's another thing to try and note, I suppose, is if you throw everything in there, does it always just make one ingot and burn all the rest off? I don't know. Probably have to start with some small little nuggets to test it out, but and work your way up until it makes an ingot. But anyway, I'm going to wait this one out as well. Probably sleep real quick. We'll see how things look in the morning. Okay, after a little bit of experimenting, you can see that we just have different size ingots. If you put in fewer, you get a smaller ingot. You put in more, you get bigger ingots. This might be the biggest ingot. I think it might be. I don't know. I could have tried definitely a lot more, and I do still have more. But anyway, I did try throwing these guys back into the cauldron, these two, to see if maybe I can make a bigger one. But they don't stay in there. They fall out and everything. So once I put it up there, they fall out of there. So they're not meant to be kind of melted or anything. I'll probably just gather these up and sell them, or see how much they're going to sell for, maybe scoop an anvil. I'm not sure. There's a number of different ways I could proceed from here, but I am well over on time at this point. So we're going to go ahead and cut it there. Really, I just wanted to bring you guys in here and introduce you to the game, because there was probably, in my mind, a good chance that you hadn't heard of this one, and you might be interested in following it. It is on Steam. Down in the description, I have various links to everything, including the Steam page. You can add it to your wish list. Again, I believe it's May 8th. Looking over at my notes here, yes, May 8th, the game will be available. So anyway, keep an eye for it there on Steam. I may return with another video kind of picking up from here. I'm not really sure. But otherwise, I want to thank you guys for stopping in. As always, I appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time.